So if you're suspecting that you have POTS, you've done your homework, you've gone through our content, you've been to the live streams, and you're thinking about like, what tests should I ask my doctor about? Number one is you got to do all the stuff on the front end to make sure that it's nothing else. So that's the simple blood work. You might have to do a hormone panel. You may have to do a glucose test. It's worth getting your iron checked out. Like all that basic stuff on the front end, you may just have to do because you got to rule out everything else. But once we've gotten past that and we're into like, what's the mechanism here? What's going on? That's when we start looking at things that are a little bit more nuanced. One of the main autonomic batteries we're looking for is I love a good tilt test. I love you go to the cardiologist, you can get a baseline. You can start with a NASA lean test. All those things are great. But the one rub that I ran into, and the reason we kind of shifted the way we do testing, is I really want to know what's happening in the brain. Getting a picture of heart rate and blood pressure is just such a tease because you can look at someone and know like, man, their heart rate and blood pressure seem to be doing fine on this tilt, but they are falling apart. When I put them through just dual tasking tests, like having them count, backwards by sevens, or having them think of different words that start with the letter S or something like that, they're just falling apart. And then when we lay them back down, it's like the lights come on and they can do it again. So sometimes it's not enough to look at that heart rate and blood pressure. I really strongly would suggest, if you have it available, find somebody that can do that Doppler study with you in the upright. And then to do the Doppler, you also have to match that against the end tidal carbon dioxide. I really do think it's worth it. Obviously, that's why we've made that decision. But if you got somebody near you and you're trying to manage it locally, you can find somebody that's on page with that. That's a huge win. I know that that's not available everywhere, and I'm sympathetic for that. We're trying to help. But for those that ask the question, that's really what I would be looking for first, because then you can sort out where's the problem at, what can I start to look at. Now I can look at a little bit deeper in the neurology, understand a little bit more about where it's coming from, and then start working from there. But that's where I would start with, like, what tests do you need to ask your doctor for. I hope that helps. Leave us some comments. We'll actually follow those, and we'll try to be helpful in a way where we can push you guys towards some good people. Thanks.